Plattsburgh, shortly after 2, right through Dannemora. And some of the kids crossed the road, and then there was a house the kid got off at, and then the next house, immediately following, the kid got off at. The bus stopped at each place to let the kids off. There was no bus stop, you know.
Yeah,
And it was the younger kids, so, you know, parents were out there, or they were in the doorway, but they stopped.
The village is all door-to-door stops. I got 2 grandkids that,
There we go.
it's all door-to-door stops. in the
Yep.
village, yeah.
Well, that's
There's
There you
Saranac,
go.
it's Saranac, right? It's not.
So, why they can't do it in Loyne Mountain, if Saranac can do it, why, you know. And the village is bigger than Loyne Mountain, they got a lot more kids.
yeah. And those back roads are just as narrow as our roads and the secondary roads.
And our plows do, and
This
our
time-
plows go
this
through
time of
it.
year, it's one-lane traffic through the
Yeah.
village.
And our plows go through those back roads, they don't have an issue.
Yeah,
Okay, thirdly, my last thing.
okay.
With this lady doing this wonderful presentation tonight, would the town be interested in, when they put up our hometown hero banners on some of the empty poles, maybe if the town could purchase some 250 or any kind of patriotic banners that we could use year after year to put on some of the other poles? You know, to make, you know, our support for our, because we have a very, this area is very historic in the founding of our nation.
Well, we can do it.
And I think it would be nice, you know, like every other pole, a hometown hero or a nice, you know, banner.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, good. Anybody else in business? Okay, let's go into some committee reports. Pretty much talked myself out my end, so, Jim?
Water issue, 978 that burned in January. Failing to resolve that and found a water curb stop that he was shutting the wrong one off, or it was a divided area with the road, they separated, so that's contaminated now, or confined, but, there's an issue with that house, there's 6.5 feet of water in the basement, they've got it boarded up, but, it'll need attention.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So we got lucky in that one, I'll tell you, because, Phelan called me and said, actually Jim called me, there's water starting to seep out onto 374. Pretty close, huh?
Yeah.
And Phelan said, well, we shut that curb stop off. And so he went back down and he wanned the area and he found another curb stop. And that's the one that actually was behind the house where the panel box is. So we got lucky, he found that curb stop, took the water off, or we would have had another issue with water flowing into 374. So, yeah. And I didn't know that, actually, Robbie Tripp dad has a lot of the old, piping prints of that entire area. So I told Jim, tell Robbie, they only stuck a plastic PVC pipe where that other curb stop is, have Robbie go look at it and mark up his chart on where the other curb stops are, so we know where the heck those are for the future. So, is that it, Jim?
Other than, been taking care of the gates, so we're getting warm weather, the water is coming up, and, as they do keep coming up, we'll just keep, opening those gates up.
Very good. Jason?
Everything's been pretty quiet, and the rest is same, nothing changing. Pretty quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
Meeting in, I can't remember when the next meeting is. You remember when? I think she sent an email out.
I think it's the 14th, I thought, that's look on my calendar. I'll look. Is that it?
I think so.
Mark, you got it?
We're just starting to slow down a little bit until the next snowstorm.
Anybody else have any questions?
One other thing.
Okay.
I was talking with my cousin the other day, and we were talking about, us, the town not being able to have the car races and stuff on the lake because of the snow and the slush and all that. What about, instead of having car races, do skidoo races?
They were gonna
You
do
know,
That was also
He wasn't
scheduled.
gonna do that.
Oh, it was?
It's the same
Yeah.
And
company.
like make drag racing as well as, round course canoe
Yeah.
racing, and not do the
That was
cars,
the plan.
but not do the cars and just
Oh.
focus maybe on the skidoos.
Yeah. The sad part about that whole thing is that you probably don't know the whole story of this. But, you really can't do an ice race 3 days prior to the weekend hitting. I mean, if you're really gonna do an ice race, then you gotta clear that lake, and you gotta keep the lake clear, and you gotta flood it. To keep it ice on top of this, before the snow doesn't get on it. Apparently, he thought he was gonna get on there and not have any water underneath the snow, and there's slush underneath the snow, and he got his four-wheeler buried, he got his tractor stuck, and then he rented a skid steer from Taylor Rental and dropped that in the lake. And, all said and done, Taylor Rental got wind of it, and they had to come up with an excavator to pick it out of the lake. So, I'll leave it at that.
Well, plus on one end of the lake where the Veterans Park is, there's that spring
Yeah,
that flows constantly.
It's not gonna freeze.
Exactly, it doesn't freeze.
so anyway, I hate to see the bill he's gonna get from picking that skid steer out of that lake. So, that's all I got for that. Any other questions for anybody about the meeting tonight? We all good? Unfortunately, I do have to move into executive session.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
So,
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Got it.
All right, thanks everybody for coming, and I'll see you next month.